guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time it's a Transformers collection video. Today we are taking a look at the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron figures that I have in my collection. So let's just go right into it. The first couple of figures we will take a look at is my Voyager class figures, and the first one we have is the Fall of Cybertron Sound Blaster. Now this was sent in by Drumming the Blues, and I really do appreciate it because I wasn't sure if I wanted to get the Soundwave. I definitely wanted the Sound Blaster, but even then I wasn't sure because I've had the Soundwave already. So I didn't really see this as a step up. I mean, it's mainly a Voyager so that I could work with the gimmick, and that's pretty much it. So there's that. The next figure we got is the Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. Yes, I know I don't have the Planet X Vulcan figure, but you know what? This was right there at the toy fair, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to pick it up. I didn't really, it's not that I didn't care about the third-party Vulcan figure. It's just, I just wanted a Grimlock, and this one didn't look too bad. It does have some quality control issues, but you know what? I'm fine with it. And then, with that said, those are my Voyagers. I don't have the Blaster, I don't have the other Soundwave, so let's just jump into the Deluxe class figures. The first one we will bring out is the Fall of Cybertron Ultra Magnus. I got this Christmas a couple years ago, and I don't think it's that bad. I think that for Ultra Magnus, it's just fine, I guess. It's not great or exciting, but I think it does its job just fine. The next figure we will take a look at is the Fall of Cybertron Skywarp. Now, technically, this isn't a Fall of Cybertron figure, but just a Fall of Cybertron repaint, because this came out later for Generations. I still consider it a Fall of Cybertron figure. You guys can argue that it's actually an IDW figure, because they did use it for the comics, I believe, but it was pretty much just their way to continue this mold and continue to repaint it as the other characters. So, with that said, this is just the Generations repaint. It's not the Takara one, which, thank God I didn't get that one. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I do not have the Thundercracker, but good news, I do have the Starscream, and that's another figure from Drumming the Blues, and that is pretty cool. I like the red, I like the blue. This was definitely a major figure that I wanted ever since War for Cybertron came out. I was really hoping that they would do a Starscream. They never did until Fall of Cybertron came out, and I am pretty happy with this figure. I knew I just had to get it, and it's in my collection, so that is pretty cool. I still need to get that Thundercracker figure, though. Moving on from that, we have the Fall of Cybertron Jazz. This is probably my least favorite Fall of Cybertron figure, in my personal opinion, just because of the loose joints, and when I transform it into its alt mode, things don't tab in too well. It's my least favorite Jazz, I think, in my collection. I kind of like the gun. You know, there's some things that I like about this, like the metallic blue looks cool, the head mold is pretty good. But he's not exciting. It's actually the main reason why I didn't get the Sideswipe figure, so there is that. The next figure we've got is a figure that I just really had to get, was the Fall of Cybertron Shockwave. Now, this guy I really love because I love foisting Shockwave! So I really wanted this guy. He has actually became one of my favorite characters of Transformers, so I'm pretty happy for this guy. Funny enough, I never found them in stores, and just suddenly on Christmas, like, I opened one of the things wrapped in the wrapping paper, and it was a Shockwave, and I was like, how the hell did you find this? So, there is that, because every other store had a Jazz or an Optimus Prime. Anyways, moving on from that, we have a War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. And, this is pretty good. I mean, I like the transformation. It's a little hard to deal with sometimes because it's so complicated. Like, I'm not saying that no one can figure it out. It's just, I'm a little impatient when it comes to my transformations. Not that it's exciting or anything like that. I think it's pretty cool. There's a couple of things that could have been done, like they could have done something with these panels, but given the fact that there's a lot going on this figure to begin with, I am fine with it. So, War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. I also have a War for Cybertron Megatron. This is pretty cool. I got this at the Victoria's Ultimate Hobby and Toy Fair for my first couple of years. And I think it's pretty cool. You know, it's got its giant cannon and whatnot. You know, it does its job. So there is that. And then we have the War for Cybertron Cliff Jumper. Of course, this does not have the Prime-esque head, but that's okay. Still pretty cool. Not my favorite figure, and definitely not my favorite Cliff Jumper figure, but it does the job just fine. I think it's alright. In hand, I think it's a lot better, but it's just been worn down after so long that some of the joints are loose, like these don't really hold into place anymore, so there's that. And then we also have the War for Cybertron Soundwave figure. This is pretty cool. I really like this. I did mention this previously, and there's not really much more to say about this. I think this is a very good Soundwave. I know a lot of people like the Fallen Cybertron Soundwave, but honestly, I think this is a better Soundwave because the proportions seem better, and I like the size of it. You know, it fits in scale with Megatron a little bit more, and I love this figure. I really do. And then, moving back on to the Fallen Cybertron stuff, while I hit the camera, we have a couple of boxes, purple boxes, and that is to the Ravage and Rumble 2-pack. This was pretty much the only 2-pack that I got for the War for Cybertron figures. They just didn't really interest me. I mean, it's kind of weird that these don't interest me, but I don't mind the Minicons from Robots in Disguise. Still though, I mean, they're not horrible, I would say, but they're not great either. And then moving on from that, we have the Fallen Cybertron Onslaught figure. This is pretty cool, actually. I like it a little bit more than what I thought I would. It does come with this gun. I don't know, just my personal opinion, I actually do like this figure. I know people would want me to get the microblade set, but that's gonna be expensive, and I kind of just don't want to get it, honestly. It's not like it's a bad set, it's just I already have this, it already fits in with all the other Combaticons. Speaking of which, that's pretty much a spoiler, because I do have the other Combaticons. So that is Blast Off, which is pretty cool. I definitely like the purple color for this guy. I think that really works, and the yellow actually does work too. The yellow's a little bit more flashy, but you know, it's not that bad. And then we also have a Vortex figure. You know, that's not bad either. I actually like the color scheme of this guy. And you can complain about the color scheme all you want, but the actual in-game version is not accurate to its color scheme, to its G1 color scheme to begin with, so I find that kind of funny. I mean, this is definitely way off, but there's that. I like the red. I don't know, just a personal taste. I'm just gonna set him to the back right there. And then we also have a Fallen Cybertron Swindle figure. Now, he does not come with this gun, unfortunately, but you know what? I didn't mind. I thought it was pretty cool. The yellow's not bad. The purple's actually pretty cool on him. The black actually really helps the yellow, in my personal opinion. So there is that, and I'm just going to set him to the side. And then, last but not least, for the actual figures themselves, we have a Fallen Cybertron. If I can get his feet out. Brawl, and he's got a lot of loose joints. He is not my favorite figure in this whole collection, but I didn't mind. You know, I had the other guys, might as well get him. I actually like the light green color. I don't know, it's just something about it I really do like. There's some things that I really enjoy about this figure. Honestly, I really do, but he's definitely not the best figure in my entire collection. And then last but not least, for my War for Cybertron and Fallen Cybertron lineup, is my first third-party kit for pretty much any Transformer that I have in my entire collection. This is the Boosticus set, and that is for the Bruticus set with Brawl, Swindle, Vortex, Blast Off, and Onslaught. So that's pretty cool. Pretty much comes with most of the stuff that's needed. A couple of tabs are broken. That's on my part, but honestly, it actually works better with those tabs removed, so I don't mind. But very cool, and that really helps with the Brewkiss. That's actually the main reason why I didn't get the what is it, the Microblaze? Is it the Microblaze? I don't know. But that's the main reason why I didn't get the Onslaught replacement, was because I pretty much had this. I mean, altogether it was like $60, so, you know, that's not bad. So that is pretty much my entire collection of Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron figures. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, that is pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time. Fist bump.